David Long last updated 5 o'clock the 17th of February 2019. Abigail Doherty, stuff. Neil Carter had the top women's players from New Zealand staying in his home during the ASB Classic. William Booth, PHOTOSPORT. Julie Patterson says they need to get their ideas across to all those interested in tennis. Andrew Cornaga, www.photosport. Tennis. New Zealand's high-performance director Simon Ray says money is spent across a number of areas. Tennis NZ CEO Julie Patterson has admitted they need to do a better job at getting their message across after receiving criticism. The federation believes the way to get another top 100 singles player is to set an extremely high benchmark for young players, before receiving the full support of Tennis NZ. Only 2 players reached their criteria last year, 15-year-old Corbin Crowther and 14-year-old Vivian Yang. Some have questioned why Tennis NZ spent $757,917 on high performance last year plus $150,003 on coaching according to its most recent annual report for just 2 players. Read more. When will there be another top 100 singles tennis player from NZ? Tennis New Zealand search for head coaches. Marcel Vos departs. New Fed Cup captain Neil Carter back from UK. Home away from home for Kiwi players. While last week there was the shock announced that Neil Carter had quit as Fed Cup captain after less than 15 months in the job. Carter clashed with Tennis NZ high-performance director Simon Ray over a number of issues, to the point where he resigned from the job he aspired to have since becoming a tennis coach. Well, things aren't as bad as they were a decade ago. We're infighting, cliques and egos within Tennis NZ, and the region's left tennis in a fractious state in New Zealand. These are the first signs that there is some discontent over the way things are being run. Stuff's story last month on when New Zealand will have another top 100 player was posted on the Tennis NZ website and drew a number of responses, critical of Tennis NZ's current philosophy, and Patterson conceded that an issue they face is explaining what their intentions are to the wider tennis community. We've communicated to the people that are directly involved really clearly about the high-performance program, Patterson said, but I don't think that we have to a broader tennis community audience been clear enough about the program and ongoing development of it. Where we started 18 months ago now looks quite different. I think that Tennis NZ as a whole can do a better job of being clearer of the evolution of the performance program and also about communicating it more widely to the tennis community. Add feedback. A focus over the next few weeks is drafting up a plan around how we can hit different audiences with how we're communicating what we're doing. Ray said the high-performance budget went way beyond just supporting Crowther and Young, who for part of the year worked with a separate private coach, Sheridan Adams. The Davis and Fed Cup stuff takes a big chunk out of that budget right there, Ray said. It was only a couple of years ago that we weren't involved in Fed Cup at all. We've returned to the competition and we're keen to be a part of it moving forward, and we invested in a captain to the tune 10 or 12 weeks a year. Similarly, when the Davis Cup athletes are here during the course of the year and certainly in December and January, we're really hands-on in being invested as best we can. I spent an extra 10 days in Melbourne, primarily with Mike Venus and Marcus Daniel, but also with Artem Sitak. Additionally, there are national junior teams that go away to Asia. Our junior teams go next month to Kuala Lumpur, and our junior Davis and Fed Cup teams go in April to Delhi. There's a significant expense for that, and under Julie's leadership, she's made the decision that we absorb all of the costs of that, and don't charge the kids for that representative opportunity anymore. And in the past we have, for a coach of Carter's experience and standing in the game, to quit after such a short amount of time as Fed Cup captain sets alarm bells ringing. Carter is staying quiet for the reasons why he resigned, but it's not a good look all round. We're disappointed that Neil chose to leave at this stage, Patterson said, but Neil as Fed Cup captain was part of a wider team of coaches. So, while it's disappointing, the players will not be left with no one and they are all still in communication with Simon and Christophe Lambert. National performance coach Paige Horrigan, the NZ #1, has been returning from overseas in between her tournaments and hitting with Christophe, so they're still very much engaged with our team. Stuff.